Hi guys, today we're going to be comparing the two Izalco Max bikes from Focus. So they're both same spec, same price, etc. Just one's disc, one's caliper. So starting at the front here, both bikes have the same Eastern aero bar on them, which is nice cable routing for both hydraulic and standard brakes. The front disc brake goes through the fork, which obviously means it needs strengthening, because anywhere with a hole going in for the disc will obviously require strengthening in that area, which will make the area a little bit heavier than on the caliper brake. But moving down here, it's quite neat though. Internal sits quite neatly and keeps the cable out of the way until right at the end where it needs to get to the caliper itself, which is very nice. It's one of the very neatest bikes with discs on there. But it's very interesting, obviously, when you make a hole, people don't really think about it, but you have got to strengthen those areas out, or else you're going to be weakening them by drilling a hole in. We look through the front here, so the front Di2 goes through the little more. These are Di2 Pacific frames, so these cannot be retrofitted to mechanical. They are specifically Di2 frames. The routing comes out the back here. Again, another hole created for the rear caliper itself. And then on the Di2 disc version, the routing for the rear goes through the bottom, unlike on the other one. So on the weight side, we're looking at 7.2. They're about 7.18, 7.2 for the disc version. But we have a closer look at the routing for the rear, and then we'll move up to the rear stays as well. We've lost the bridge there, which means this whole area is able to flex a little bit nicer. And then moving a bit more, it's got the Prologo Scratch saddle. This has got the same material that is used on F1 seating to keep it nice and secure in the seat itself. But moving on to the caliper bike here. So exactly the same price point, exactly the same spec bike, Dura-Ace Di2. Slightly different colour scheme, a little bit more bright and out there. Khaki green in there, pink, orange, yellow. Same bar as I said before. When you see it's a little bit cleaner. There's no hole needed in the fork, so it's a slightly different design front fork. It's actually the same fork as in the Factor Row 2, basically the same person designed both bikes. If you look at the forks side by side, they're actually very similar. We move down, Di2 routing for the front mech is exactly the same as on the disc version. It comes out there. But on the rear mech, it comes out at a different point, it comes out on top instead of below. I'm not sure why, but they've decided on this version it comes out top. Again, this is a Di2 only frame, not a mechanical Di2 bike. But we will have a look at the weight of this one as well and see where we come out at. It should be a little bit lighter, say it's going to be the other bike's going to be heavier. But we'll quickly look at the rear stays in this one. So you have to have this brake bridge on here, which makes it a little bit less flexible on the rear end. So in theory, the disc one should be a little bit more comfortable over the caliper one. But we'll look at the weights here, coming in at 6.7. So that's almost half a kilo difference in weight. So that's the difference between the two bikes. Hope you enjoyed the video, and please subscribe and catch you later on. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.